Good morning from Maine. It's a little chilly this morning. It said it was below 0 when I checked my thermometer this morning. I wanted to give you guys a little glimpse into some of the other things that we do besides building our house because we do other things. Welcome to Untamed Hearth. I'm Laura Ann. Let's find out what we do besides build our house. We don't just live on the weekends. But mostly it feels like that's when we get things done. But there are lots of other things that go on behind the scenes. So I wanted to give you a little glimpse. Right now, we're doing a read aloud. We're reading Anne of Green Gables, and my mom gave us the series. Now, I used to have the entire series, but when we had to get rid of like 90% of our possessions after the mold in our house, all of our books were one of the things that had to go. So my mom just gave us that whole series for Christmas, and we are reading it. We're almost done with the first book, and the boys are loving it. Soren can't wait to find out what sort of mischief Anne gets into next when she goes to Queens. I'm sure there'll be some mishaps. We've decided that we're going to bake one thing a week from this cookbook, Great British Baking Show, Love to Bake. We love to watch the Great British Baking Show together. It's almost like a guilty pleasure for us. We made button meringues. I neglected to take a picture of it. They weren't very pretty, but they tasted really good. Anyway, I'm gonna post the recipe in the description, and I'm going to post a link to this cookbook if you want to get it. Now, we're going to try to cook one thing a week from this book. The caveat is that we don't use gluten in this house, so I'm going to have to convert all these recipes to be gluten-free. We're going to do our best and see how it turns out. I did used to bake a lot of gluten-free sourdough bread, and so I do have some ideas from that, but mostly right now I'm just using Redmond's 1-to-1 flour, which, if you try to do that, it is not 1-to-1. Gluten-free flour takes a lot more liquid than regular flour in order to not be dry, just so you know. Trace and Arden and I worked on our art projects from our trip to Oklahoma City when we went and saw the Oklahoma Thunder play the Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to put a link to that video in the description if you're interested in finding some things to do in Oklahoma City. Prior to the snow, we enjoyed quite a bit of ice skating, and that's really fun. We have a lot of local ponds that we can go to skate that are free, so we really enjoy doing that. The boys all love to skate. We love it. I used to skate all the time when I was little, and it's really fun. But I will suggest that everybody wears a helmet, because if you have ever had a concussion or a brain injury, then you will understand what I'm saying. Please wear a helmet when you're ice skating, especially little kids when you're learning. If you fall down and hit your head, it is going to hurt. The other thing we're trying to do this week is to really get out there and enjoy the snow, because we finally have snow, about 6 inches, that is sticking. So last night we went out on a walk. It was beautiful. We went in the evening. I think we left around 4:30. We walked through the woods to the sledding hill, went sledding, and then came home through the woods in the dark. There was enough light out that we did not need to use headlamps, but it was definitely dark. The stars were beautiful, and there's lots of planets that you can see right now. Venus was super bright, very noticeable. It was beautiful out, so we really enjoyed our walk in the woods, and the boys enjoyed sledding. On your mark, get set, go! Woo!
low tide out there.
Yeah.
You can see the mud flats.
Under the ice.
Oh, on the right there.
Oh yeah. There's not a lot of ice.
Oh, let's see an ice bay.
Nope.
A little bit. Mud flats left too.
Is that fun, boys? You exhausted now? Yeah. Home lights on a night walk. Subscribe to our channel to see more adventures from Untamed Hearth.